You need to know your body. Yeah. Your husband can come quickly. Lube. This is what it looks like. It's like cream.
Let me introduce you.
Hey you, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. My name is Adenike or Olori Esho. On this channel, I create content that relates to love, marriage, and lifestyle vlogs, and so much more. So if you're interested in those or this particular video you're about to watch, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and press the notification bell so that you don't miss anything when I upload in the future, okay? Thank you. So let us get into it. So this video is actually a part 2 to the video I made I think 2 weeks ago or thereabouts, talking about our wedding night and what the experience was like. And in the comment section, a lot of people wanted me to talk about if you waited to have sex before getting married, or if you were a virgin, or if you are a virgin and you're looking forward to your wedding night experience or your first time experience having sex. They wanted me to talk about it. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Disclaimer, I'm not an expert. I'm not a therapist. Everything I'm going to say in this video is going to be based on my personal experience, the experiences of my friends, people I've spoken with, and what I just know works. So the first thing you need to keep in mind is everybody's body and experiences differ. It's going to be based on your own body and the sexual chemistry or workout between yourself and your husband. I say that first to open your mind and to let you know that sex is a very individual experience. Regardless, there are still some things that you can do to prepare your mind, to prepare yourself, to just basically help you make that experience sweeter and easier. Number 2, this is very, very important. If you've waited to have sex with your husband, or if this is the first time you're having sex, you're a virgin, you need to know your body. Okur. You need to know your body. Yeah. It is very important for you to be comfortable with your nakedness, for you to know yourself, for you to be able to stand in front of the mirror and admire yourself. If you are thin, short, tall, fat, skinny, whatever, black, white, orange, Asian, whatever you are, you need to be able to be comfortable in your body, because guess what? If you don't love your body, there is nothing your husband will do that will make you love your body. If you are that kind of person that's shy, you can't stand in front of the mirror naked, you need to start working on that now. You need to, it is your body, you own it. It's not a sin. Just be able to look at yourself and say, damn girl, I look good. It's very important for you to fall in love with yourself inside and out. Look at your boobs, look at your hips, say, this man is going to take it. Psych yourself up, let yourself feel as if Beyonce ain't got nothing on me. It is very important for you to be able to feel like that, so that before you even actually go into the act, you're already mentally prepared and you know that, listen, I might be a virgin, I might have waited, we might never have had sex together before, but damn, I'm ready. Some of the things you can do to fall in love with your body is to stand in front of the mirror. That was how I learned. Stand in front of the mirror and just admire yourself, and don't be shy of yourself. Okay, I had to do that over and over and over and over and over before I became very comfortable with myself. So, you know, do that. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Admire yourself. Look at those features that you really love about your body and just admire it. Say it to yourself over and over until you believe it. That was what worked for me. Next, you have to be able to talk about sex with your husband, or if you're a man watching this, with your wife. You like, kini big deal. You have to be able to have that conversation and just like gist about it as if you're gisting about a movie. Talk about what you think you like, what you think you don't like if you're a virgin. So because you're a virgin, you've never experienced it before, so you don't know what you might like or not. That's fine. But talk about it. Talk about your fears. Talk about your reservations. Talk about things you're not sure you're going to like. Be open-minded, because at the end of the day, this person is going to be your spouse. Okay, so in as much as you might not have certain preferences when it comes to sexual relations, on the other hand, you also want to be flexible. You also want to make compromises every now and again, so that at the end of the day, both of you are left satisfied. And for that to be able to happen, you need to be able to talk about it, because your husband or your wife, they are not witches. Hopefully. They can't read your mind. They won't know what you want unless you open your mouth and you talk about it. So even if you're waiting until marriage to have sex, that's fine. That doesn't mean you can't talk about it. That doesn't mean you can't talk about your expectations. Talk about it. Talk about it. Have that conversation. Talk about it. And in talking about it, it might be uncomfortable at first because it's a sensitive subject. You don't know how to approach it. But listen, the more you talk about it, the more you have that conversation, the easier it becomes between both of you. Before you realize it, you people are very comfortable and very relaxed around each other, and it makes the whole experience even better when it eventually happens. Okay, let's talk about the act itself, right? For the first time, if you're a virgin now, yes, the hymen is going to break, right? Standard. But there might be blood, there might be no blood. It goes back to the first thing I said. It depends on your body. There is nowhere it is written that until there is blood before you are disvirgined. No. So in as much as you might have seen those in the movies or whatever, I'm telling you that sometimes you might see a tiny bit, sometimes you might see a lot, sometimes you might not see any. There is no rule. It is not written anywhere that there must be a gallon before. No. Next is for both virgins and people who have been waiting for a while to have sex. So you're not a virgin, but you haven't had sex in a while. Let me tell you, sis, that thing, it don't close up. It has closed up, okay? It is tight. It is freaking tight. Nothing has entered in a while. So naturally, it has tightened up, okay? You don't need the cream. It is an elastic part of your body. That is why we women can have children, supposedly, and then after a while, the baby has popped out. The thing will keep pump, 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 So, it is freaking tight, meaning it's going to be painful. Yeah, you can't avoid it. You just cannot avoid it. It is going to pain you. So it's going to be painful. Adenike, what can I do to make it less painful? I'm glad you asked. I came prepared. Lube is your friend. It's not funny, I'm laughing, but it's not funny because these are things I wish I knew that I'm telling you for free. So, lube. This is what it looks like. It's like cream. It's your best friend. Okay? This one is brand new. So, yeah. But it's like lotion. It's like cream. Your husband is going to rub it on his hair, and then put a little on your hair before he enhance. If not, and it's very affordable. If you go to any pharmacy, you're going to get it. Depending on what brand it is, it varies from like 500 naira to 1,500 naira, or even 5,000 naira, depending on what brand you go for. Just make sure you do your research based on your body, if you have any allergies or whatever, before deciding which lubricant to go for. But it's very easy. Once you enter the pharmacy, just ask the pharmacist for a lube or a lubricant, and they'll give you the different types they have, and then you can decide on the one you want. But you really need this. If not, it's going to be really, really painful. In as much as your body is going to respond, it's going to be stimulated and all of that, and you're going to be wet, right? Naturally, you should be. You need extra assistance in form of a lube to make it less painful. Another thing you can also use, condoms. Condoms are usually pre-lubricated. Some people, in fact, use condoms and then still put lube on the condoms, okay? Just to make it extra easy for the penetration to happen. So this will also help. Just buy this and buy that and be prepared. And remember, you've talked to your husband about it, so both of you both know, or whoever is going to buy it, you both know, that you have this at your disposal. Ladies, this goes without saying that your hygiene should be of utmost importance to you, especially if you guys have never had sex before. This is going to be your first time. You want to make sure you shower. Don't use soap to wash the place, so they don't use soap. Make sure you just use water. Make sure you're smelling nice and whatever, because it's all a mindset kind of experience. If your mind isn't there, your body isn't going to be stimulated regardless of what your husband does. Men are physical, women are mental. So it's all about stimulation and whatever, whilst for the man it's based on what he sees. Before you know it, fiam, you don't ready, but he still needs to do a lot of preparation and cajoling and all of that to get you to that place where you're ready. So just make sure your hygiene is top notch. I went extra mile to buy some sexy underwears for the first night. Just make an effort. Some lingerie, just buy like 1 or 2 for the first few times for your honeymoon. If you have money, you can buy 3. Just make an effort. Make sure you're well shaved and whatnot. Everything is well put together for that first experience. By the way, I'm going to be giving a golden rule at the end of the video, what I consider to be the golden rule for sex. Okay, so make sure to stick around for that and subscribe right now if you haven't. Another thing to keep in mind is the fact that your husband can come quickly, in seconds, in fact, quickly, a lot quicker than you might be prepared for. 1, because you guys have never been together before. 2, if maybe he's also a virgin, so when you guys eventually get together, it's a fresh experience. He hasn't gone there before, his mind is overwhelmed, so it's very easy for him to come quickly. You should know that is fine, that is okay. It doesn't mean that every single time is going to be coming quickly. It could just be the fact that the excitement of you guys being together for the first time, and then eventually in a normal situation, unless if there's a medical condition, that I don't know, okay, but in a normal situation, eventually his body is going to adapt, he's going to be used to it, he's going to be able to go for longer periods and then carry you along as well. You, on the other hand, might just be ready for it to be over because it's your first time, and like I said, it's going to be painful. You're not particularly enjoying it anyway for the first few times, until that place really, depending on how often you guys now do it, until that place expands a little and adjusts to the size of your husband's distance, then you get used to it, and then you can now start going for longer or asking for more, trying different positions and all of that. But for the first few times, just keep it simple, keep it missionary, because it's all about still getting comfortable with each other's body. Don't try to do I stand on my head and you stand on your whatever style the first time, okay? That's like putting a whole bone up and the yam in your mouth at the same time. It's not gonna fit. It is not gonna fit. It's not going to work. You're pushing yourself way too fast, way too far. You have a lifetime to try all the styles you might want to try. So to start with, just keep it simple for the first few times. Do the missionary. Make sure you're comfortable with each other before you now start to do the different styles that you might have read. Let me just mention as well that in case you don't want to have children immediately after you get married, then these are your best friends. Or if he's very good at it, you can do the withdrawal method. Yes, but it has to be good. It has to have self-control to be able to pull out in time. If not, sis, 9 months later, you're carrying twins. I'm assuming that's a conversation you guys would have had before you even get together in the first place. So just make sure you have this, or you can try the withdrawal method. Or if you so choose, you can go the medical route and get the IUDs and all of that, which, I've never done. I don't know how it works. I can't talk to you about it. One more thing, but before I say that, have you subscribed to the channel yet? Please don't forget, just subscribe right now thumbs up the video and press the notification bell so you don't miss my other videos. Also, let me know your thoughts and comments down below in the comment section. How are you feeling right now? Have I helped you in any way? Do you feel better? Have you learned one or two things, or did you know some things before? Or if there are other things that you already know that I didn't mention, please go ahead and mention them down below in the comment section. Me too, I'm always eager to learn, because like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I'm not an expert or anything. I'm just sharing based on the little knowledge that I have. So please make sure to share with me as well in the comment section. Let me tell you this, at the end of the day, it's going to take some time for you both to understand your bodies and to know what you want and what you don't want. Since it's your first time being together, you might try some things that you'll be like, I don't like it. Make sure to tell him. You might do some things, or he might want you to do some things. Try it first. If you don't then like it here, maybe it will now become a birthday, Valentine's Day, anniversary kind of thing that you do once in a while. Do you get? But try it first, and then if you decide you don't like it, then you don't like it. But still make effort every now and again to just do it, because the golden rule about sex is that it is give and take, not just gimme, 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 me, and then the person is left unsatisfied. So it is give and take. Me too, I'm still learning. In fact, as a big lesson, I'm still learning. Okay. If there are other things you want me to talk about as relates to sex, love, marriage, lifestyle vlogs, please let me know in the comment section as well. That was where I got this idea from. I didn't plan to do it initially, so you tell me what to do and I give it to you. Okay. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope it wasn't just fun and games. Please check out my other videos. Like I said, there's a part 1 where I talked about our wedding night experience, so you can click the link down below in the description box to go watch that, or any of my other videos. Subscribe to the channel for more. Let me know your thoughts and comments in the comment section, please, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. I'll see you again very soon. Remain in God, and God bless you. Mwah.